A girl with black hair was coming toward him from the other end of the long, brightly lit corridor. They were perhaps 4 meters apart when the girl stumbled and fell almost flat on her face.
You're hurt?
No, I'm all right. It hurt for a moment, that's all.
When Winston helped Julia, she slapped something into his hand.
Oh, she must be an agent of the thought police. The thing that was written on the paper might be a threat, a summons, an order to commit suicide, or it did not come from the thought police, but from some kind of underground organizations. Perhaps the Brotherhood exists.
Winston's heart bumped in his feet with frightening loudness. Finally, he couldn't help but flatten out the paper. On it was written, "I love you."
I love you. Oh my God, this can't be happening.
In the following days, he couldn't focus on his work and kept thinking about Julia. Every day he went to the canteen for lunch, in order to meet the girl. Once he finally got a chance to sit in front of her. It was early and the place wasn't full.
Where can we meet?
Victoria Square, near the monument.
What time?
19 hours.
All right.
Winston arrived at the square earlier. He saw her in the crowd.
Go to Paddington Station on Sunday afternoon at about 15. Can you remember everything I said?
Sure.
Then get away from me as quickly as you can.
On Sunday, Winston also arrived early this time. He knelt down and began picking flowers, partly to pass the time away. Suddenly, a hand put on his shoulder.
Follow me. I don't want to say anything in the lane.
The place let them guard down. Winston pulled Julia in his arms. They were breast to breast. At this moment, they deeply fall in love with each other.
So, what's your name?
Julia, I know yours. It's Winston. Winston Smith.
You are so young. What could you see to attract you in a man like me?
It was something in your face. I thought I'd take a chance. As soon as I saw you, I knew you were against them.
Have you ever had sex before?
Of course, hundreds of times with party members.
Great. The more men you've had, the more I love you. To be honest, I had purity and godness. I don't want any virtue to exist. I want everybody to be corrupt.
Their embrace had been a battle. The climax is a victory. It was a blow against the party. It was against the party. It was a political act. For the next few months, they met each other frequently, sometimes made comments about the party. Vincent finally ran the shabby little room above Mr. Charrington's shop, which is without telescreen. He often comes here with Julia for a date. One day.
Tomorrow afternoon I can come.
Why?
Winston felt violently angry. He felt that she was cheating him, and he knew that his desire for her had changed. Another day, when they were lying in bed.
Hey, get out! You filthy boots!
She suddenly twists herself over the bed, seized the shoes from the floor, and sent it hurriedly into the corner with a boyish jerk of his arm.
What was it?
A rat! They're all over the place. We have even got them in the kitchen at the hotel. Some part of London are swarming with them. They also attack children. And the nasty thing is that the brutes await.
Don't go on. Of all horrors in the world, a rat.
Vincent had the feeling of being back in the nightmare which had recurred from time to time throughout his life. Sometimes when Winston is talking about the principle of insult, doublethink, and the mutability of the past and the denial of objective reality, and to use newspeak words, Julia became bored and confused.
I never pay any attention to that kind of thing. I'm not interested in the next generation, dear. I'm interested in us.
However, it had happened at last. The expected message had come, which he had been waiting for all his life. He got a chance to meet O'Brien.
I had been looking forward to talking to you for a long time.
Your writing is elegant, but I noticed that you had two words which have become obsolete. Have you ever seen the 10th edition of the Newspeak Dictionary?
No?
It may interest you to look at it, perhaps.
Very much so.
Great. Then I'll give you my address, so you can come to my house in the evening and take the dictionary.
O'Brien was gone, leaving Winston holding the scrap of paper, which this time was no need to conceal.
Finally, Winston and Julia came to O'Brien's house together. Winston's heart was thumping so hard that he doubted whether he would be able to speak. O'Brien's servant had admitted the two of them without demur. O'Brien pressed a switch on the wall. He turned off the telescreen.
You can turn it off?
Of course, we can turn it off. We have that privilege.
Wow. So, let's cut to the chase. Julia and I believe that there is some kind of secret organization working against the party, and that you are involved in it. We want to join it and work for it too. We believe in the principles of insult. We are thought criminals. We are also adulterers, and we are ready if you want us to incriminate ourselves in any other way.
Winston swallowed the wine and said,
Then, I'm not sure is there really a person as Gilstein?
Yes, he is alive. And there is also the Brotherhood organization. Are you prepared to give your lives?
Yes.
Are you prepared to betray your country to foreign powers?
Yes.
Are you prepared, the two of you, to separate and never see one another again?
No!
No.
You did well to tell me. It's necessary for us to know everything.
Then he turned to Julia and said,
Did you understand that even if he survives, it may be as a different person?
Julia murmured something that seems to be assent.
Good. Then that is settled. I assume that you have a hiding place of some kind.
Sure, we ran over Mr. Carrington's shop.
That will do for the moment. I shall send you a copy of the book, Goldstein's book. My servant will give you the copy of the book, and you should return it within 14 days.
As soon as they got a copy, they started to study the content. After he finished reading it, he realized how the party controlled people, and he made a conclusion.
Sanity is not statistical.
When Winston woke up, he and Julia standing in front of the window, when they were looking at the scenery outside.
We are the dead.
We are the dead.
You are the dead.
They sprang apart.
It was behind the picture.
It was behind the picture. Remain exactly where you are. Make no movement until you are ordered.
Then the picture had fallen to the floor, uncovering the telescreen behind.
Now they can see us.
Now we can see you.
The house is surrounded. Something crashed onto the bed behind Winston's back. The room was full of solid men in black uniforms. A few minutes later, Mr. Charrington came into the room, but something had changed in his appearance. It occurred to Winston that for the first time in his life he was looking with knowledge at a member of the Salt Police.